What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. I think it's working. YouTube's done some updates and I don't know if it's working or not. So if anybody's there and can hear me, give me a shout. Hope everybody is doing good out there. Hope you have all had a good Monday. Okay. I didn't know it normally tells me to click go live, and now apparently it just starts the live stream on its own. So I wasn't sure if it was or not. I hope everybody has had a good Monday. Hope you all are enjoying the basketball games or baseball or hockey, whichever you're watching. Been some interesting games, but I don't know. I watched the end of the Grizzlies and Pelicans game, and man, the Grizzlies just they've looked sloppy lately. They need to step their game up, get under control. I know the Lakers game probably is halftime's probably over, so people are probably watching that. And I also know it's a little bit later. What's up, Jake? What's up, Guns? Yeah, man, I figured I'd get on for a little bit. There's not many people on right now, which is to be expected. Kind of unplanned, unannounced. For those that watch this video later, I do apologize. It's going to be hit or miss of when I'm on. Just my grandmother's not doing good right now, and just kind of depends on how things go, how I feel, where my mind's at, everything else. So, anyway, for those that are in the Facebook group, you might have noticed that I've started to put up a lot of my Prism cards, and you might wonder why I'm doing that. I've came to the conclusion I don't have an attachment to these new guys. Nobody stands out, like Ja, he's good. Zion, he's got the hype. Clark, I like his game. You got Luka, who's a great player. Trae Young can shoot the lights out. I mean, there's great players in these last two classes and everything. But just for me personally, out of the current players that are still young, if I had to say, I like Giannis. I like his drive. I know there was talk earlier about the foul calls, but I mean, come on, man. When Jordan played, everybody said he traveled and it never was called. So, I mean, when you got a dominant player, sometimes things look different than what it is, what we see on TV. Some of the calls, they could have went either way. So the refs are in a tough spot. The limelight's on him. It is what it is. I think Lillard, he's got a hell of a game. Who else? I don't know. There's a bunch of guys that just don't have that hype. Harden, I mean, you gotta respect the man. He can put points up at will. Westbrook, dude can wipe his butt and get a triple double. I mean, it's just crazy. And when you're looking at numbers and prices, people get caught up into the last couple rookie years. I think a lot of it is due to new people to the market, and they don't realize. I don't think a lot of people realize how the market flows. You know, they look at Prism and they may not have ever opened it and or realized that Prism is basically king in basketball cards. Outside of NT, Flawless, that sort of thing, on your base sets in or Prism, it's the dominating factor. It's the card everybody wants. And it's always fine, you know, if you're collecting, you know, grab what you enjoy. You know, if it looks cool and you want it, who cares what it's worth? It's worth a lot to you. But if you're trying to get into the hobby and, you know, maybe make some extra money to buy other, you know, bigger cards that you want, instead of spending, you know, $5, $6, $7 on a card, you want to get a $50, $60 card. So, you know, you gotta kind of readjust your focus. And what I have decided is I'm not too attached to these new rookies. So I think I want to use the kind of some of the numbers that are on them right now, and while the playoffs are going on or the end of the season's going on, and the guys that are selling, take what I can get for them. There's, you know, I'm gonna tell you that the guy on the Spurs, Keldon Johnson. He had like 9 points and 6 rebounds. You know, I noticed his cards went up because the dude scored 9 points and had 6 rebounds. It's like, is that consistent of a Hall of Fame career or a superstar player? I mean, look at what happened with Bol Bol. You know, he got to play in a scrimmage game, had a good game, and next thing you know, he was a superstar. And I don't understand some of that. So basically what I have to do now is stat watch. And if I see a guy that's having a hell of a game, go ahead and wait for a couple of his cards to go up, and then I can let him go. Get what the market's going for. Actually, I'll take less than what the market's going for on some of these guys because it's just stupid to me. And if I can, you know, get more than $1 or $2, you know, if a guy's going for 30 and I can get 25, then hey, that's 25 I can put back into another guy. I'm going to tell y'all, somebody mentioned, I think it was Guns just popped up AD. You know, I know people that do invest in the cards or whatever, they focus on the Prism Rookie, and that's a big card. But we had someone submit 2 NBA Hoops AD rookies in that 10-day turnaround order, and he messaged me because he got 2 of them. So he was like, you know, I think I want to sell one because that gives me more money to grade more or buy more or whatever. And he asked me an opinion on the price. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick. That card like doubled overnight. It was crazy as hell. Anthony Davis had that big game, and that card basically doubled in price. And that's just kind of how this market is being driven right now. Is all a guy got to do is look good on the court and his price shoots up. It don't matter if he's consistent. It don't matter if he's done it 15 games in a row, 20 games in a row. It's like as soon as there is a speck of hope, people are running out to get it. Alright, so one sold today on that card, raw, for $48. It looks like it's settled at around 40 to 50 bucks. trying to see if it goes back to the other night. Yeah, there was one for 62. So it like spiked up and then he had a bad game and it kind of settled back down a little bit. But that's still a big card, you know, $50 for a Hoops rookie. When the Prism is $500 and that card graded is going for a couple $100 and a Hoops that's $50. So I'm trying to, I can't predict the future, but I'm trying to look at these matchups and kind of see where it looks like teams are going to fall and who's going to make the playoffs. I'm going to tell you right now, Memphis, if they keep this up, they're missing the playoffs. And that's going to be a big hit on Ja, Jaren Jackson, and Clark, all three. Sorry, my throat is dry. But if the Grizzlies don't pick their game up, they're going to get knocked out. And then, you know, it's going to be going to the next focus. That's why I think Lillard and even McCollum, Guns can confirm this, guys. I noticed people are going out buying up Gary Trent Jr. And I told Guns about Gary Trent Jr. a month or two ago, Guns? Way before the season even started. If anybody paid attention, back before the stoppage ever happened, CJ McCollum got hurt. Gary Trent Jr. came in, and he was putting up 20 to 30 points a night. Dude was getting assists, rebounds, steals. He had an all-around game, and he was putting up 20 to 30 points. And then Lillard missed a few games, so he took Lillard's spot. He could play both the point and the shooting guard. And he had a game to him. So I picked some of him up, back in February probably? Because when you see a guy and he's $1.50, $2, and he's putting up 20, 30 points, it's kind of a key that he's undervalued. Is he a star? Maybe one day, but he's got two other guys that have a hell of a game to him. You know, Dame is the star of that team. It's kind of the same situation as Clark. Clark's got a great game, but he's behind Jaren Jackson and John Morant. So you can pick these guys up, but take caution that they may never have that star power. Like, to me personally, Lillard is still underpriced. When you look at some of these other guys, James Harden, he's underpriced. Russell Westbrook, he's underpriced. You know, there's several guys out there that deserve higher values based on what we're seeing from guys that are just brand new. I can tell you right now, there is some Lillard rookies that I'm looking at that I can pick up for $10 a piece. $10 a piece on Damian Lillard rookies. Kawhi Leonard, he's another one that's starting to get some value, but there's some Kawhi Leonard cards out there that are still reasonably priced. Kawhi could win the title. I mean, we don't know if the Lakers are going to do it. Everybody thinks that LeBron and AD got a shoe in on it. We don't know. You know, Clippers could do it. Hell, the Raptors look good. You know, you got Siakam, and the Raptors could pull it off. So there's a lot of guys out there, but as far as just me personally, I'm not telling everybody, hey, sell all of your guys. I'm not telling y'all to do that. This is just my strategy. I'm trying to sell off the guys right now because I just have this scary feeling that this market cannot hold in the consistency of what it is. It seems like almost every day, somebody's messaging me about a card that they have seen that I have in my collection that is now topped $1,000. And it kind of blows my mind, because I never bought any of these cards to expect them to top $1,000. Right before I got on, Jay Michelin sent me an auction end of the Kobe Bryant Airs. I didn't expect that card to do what it's doing right now. But one ended raw for $1,400 today. We all know the LeBron rookie went through the roof. Lamar Jackson has went through the roof. The Kobe Bryant NBA 50th. I don't know exactly what that card is valued at, but I am estimating it to be at about $1,200. There was a PSA 10 that sold for, what was it, $1,600? I think it was. Yeah, I mean, all I'm gonna say is, if a BCCG is selling for $1,459, if that is going for $1,459, then my PSA 8.5 should be $1,200. But here's an 8. They went for $724, and then a 9 went for $1,600. So I'm gonna have to say it's $1,200. I paid $137 for that card. I never expected it to be $1,000 card. And I've heard some arguments, or not arguments, but debates over Pop Reports, guys. I want to use this card as a perfect example of why Pop Reports do matter. They're not solely something to depend on, especially not in these modern cards. Not 2019 Prism. I could care less what the Pop Report says, because all it tells me is there's a silly amount out there, and they're still getting way more than I personally feel they should. But this card is a perfect example of why the Pop Report is good, because this card, and I'll pull it up. I've showed you guys this before. I'll just pull it up again while I'm rambling. Right here, this card has 602 total graded. 602. The base is at almost 10,000. So you're up here, 99, 92. Down here you're at 602. I don't care if these numbers are 10% off, 20% off. That is still a huge ass margin. That's why I picked that NBA 50th up. There are certain cards that if you see a low population like this, it's not numbered. This is not numbered. This is not numbered. But if you see a pop like this, you know this card will have some value. There's 66 10s. That's it. I mean, I looked the card up. Did some research before I bought it. I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I looked at the numbers and I decided to buy one. There are some other cards that I've made a decision to purchase based off knowing there's low pop numbers. The Giannis I bought, that card has a low pop overall across all three companies, SGC, PSA, BGS. It's a very low pop. People will eventually, when the higher pop cards increase in value, everything's going to follow it. And if that card doesn't have a lot of attention, people will eventually pick up on it and say, well, there's way less of this one, so why aren't we buying it? It's the same debate of people saying, sure, they love buying Prism rookies, but some people have switched to sticking with maybe a numbered parallel that they like to collect. Because then they know there's only 199 of it. There's not 20,000. So my point in this video, and I apologize, guys, I kind of just got on here to talk. I didn't have anything planned. I didn't have no spreadsheets, nothing. I just kind of got on to clear my mind for a few minutes. When you're buying, look around. Find a player that you think has potential. Like, not playing potential. Like Damian Lillard, we know he's good. Does he have price increase potential? Find, a card or two that you think, okay, this price isn't right on it. This should be worth more. This guy is worth more. And pick a couple up. And just hold on to them. Don't wait till he has a good game and his price goes up a little bit and then dump it. Let the market catch up to him. Because it seems to jump from person to person to person. Yeah, Sean, that Prism LeBron, this card, this is those that buy and want to collect this card, I am not saying anything negative about you. This card just is, it makes no sense to me. What Sean is talking about is that. I had like 8 of those, plus 2 red, white, and blues, a green. I was dumping them at $140, $150. I was happy with that. And now I see they're $250, $300. And I never in a million years would have put that card would hit $250, $300 and an SGC 10. I think I don't even know what it is in a PSA. I sold a few raw for $20 just because I had graded 12 of them. I was like, I'm not going to keep sending them. And now it's almost $100 raw. And it makes no sense to me. It makes 0 sense to me. It's all this. It's like a second coming of a rookie card for LeBron James. It's just, it's his first, it's his first Laker Prism. But why does that matter? Why, that shouldn't matter, man. Kobe was a Laker for 20 years. He was a Laker for 20 years. You know, it doesn't make much sense to me. Um, but it is what it is. Um, I honestly, when this card came in, the only reason I still have this one, so shout out to SGC, thank you very much. The only reason I still have this one is because they messed up the slip, and I haven't sent it back in. Um, so I have it set over here. And then I still have this one too. So this is the slip that's supposed to go for the Prism. So thank you SGC for messing the slip up, because if you hadn't have done that, I would have already sold those cards. So remember guys, patience. Patience, patience, patience. I preach it and I don't follow my own preaching, because I was thinking, hey, $150, awesome. But I'm way ahead on them. I mean, I can't complain about making, what, $1,400 on some 2019 LeBron James. I'm not going to complain. But, you know, yeah, Kobe's going up. LeBron is no secret. He's up. I'm going to tell y'all, with the way this market is, and I'm not going to get impatient and like sit there and look, because I know it's going to take time, but I'm excited to get this order back. The 1320 order, I am excited to get it back because I sent some stuff in there just to have slabbed. Some stuff to get back and, you know, sell again, stuff that I knew would move. I had no idea of just how much the market was going to go crazy. But my plan is I'm going to move my Prism. So if anybody is looking for, I guess you would call them middle tier rookies, if you guys are looking for them, I'm going to be moving them. You can go to the Facebook group. It's the link down there, but I guess you got to do it in lowercase or something like that. I don't know. Hey, Sean, don't be giving away secrets, man. I was looking at those last night. I literally was looking. You can pick up the Hummer, the little toy Hummer, with the LeBron Ultra Rookie. They're like $55. Yeah, Amari, we seen they still had some. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna share the Facebook group, and then I'm gonna give you some info. Since you're talking hockey, Amari, if you have not paid attention, I actually might be changing my focus away from Series 2, because I think Series 1 is going to have a big star in it. I don't know if this link works, but we'll see. Hey, there we go. That link works. Alright, I got it right this time. For those interested in hockey, my advice, pick this guy up. Dominik Kubalik. This kid broke an NHL record in his first playoff game. He had 5 points. He scored 2 goals, 3 assists. No player, no rookie had ever done that in NHL history in their playoff debut. I had questioned because I'm still learning hockey. I had questioned all year why this guy's prices weren't more, because he had 30 goals by the time the shutdown happened. So I was questioning, why isn't he like higher valued? Hockey is a weird market to learn, but it's fun. Um, it's like Jack Eichel. He gets no he gets no credibility, like, or marketability as far as his values. And I've asked people, because Eichel's a hell of a player, and everybody says it's because he plays in Buffalo. Victor Olofsson, I get told the same thing. He plays in Buffalo, but they're both great players. So hockey is one of those you got to know. Like, I'm kind of thinking it might be the same way as soccer, which I apologize I didn't do the video yesterday. Just was a bad day. But it's a sport that I want to kind of learn as well. I think it's going to be a thing of popularity, kind of like a LeBron Prism. He plays on the Lakers now, so that card's humongous. I think teams like Man U, their players are going to be better than another team, and I can't list many teams. I just know Manchester. But don't key in on the hype of the new guys. Look for the future. Who has profit potential out there. I'm going to tell you a guy that I feel in this rookie class that is undervalued for basketball is Cameron Johnson. I think he's undervalued. He's been showing he can play. He's on a team where he could be, they got Ayton as a big man. They got Booker. And if he can step up into a role with Booker and Ayton, he's got game. So I think he's undervalued for this rookie class, but I have a bunch of his stuff, so that's exactly right, Cards. And anymore, you don't even have to be a year or two away. Look 6 months away. I never would have dreamed some of this stuff is where it's at. Also, pick up guys that you're okay with holding. Pick up guys you enjoy. If it's someone that's why I don't really care about this Prism that I have, because I don't have any attachment to any of them. LeBron, I watched him from the day ESPN broadcasted his first high school game. Kobe, obviously, he was a rookie in '96. I was 16. That was prime time of me watching. I loved basketball. So it's like I got a connection. Lamar, I could dump that card and be buku's ahead on it, but I'm a Ravens fan. It's just find stuff that you enjoy, that you don't mind sitting on, and you could be amazed. And I'm going to tell y'all, when I talk about these prices of what the stuff went up to, it's usually people notifying me, hey man, did you see what such and such went for today? And I'm like, no, I didn't, because I have no intent of selling. So I don't care what the market's doing on it. If I was planning on selling one, sure, I'd want to know what it's at. But the value for me is enjoying owning it, and just going on this crazy ride. But That is funny, Shuey, that you said that because I think I was actually looking at that lot earlier. That's hilarious you said that. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry if I just rambled tonight. I hope some of what I said made some sort of sense. Um, that's kind of what I've been feeling like. But I hope what I said made sense, guys. I do apologize. I'm running on a very minute amount of sleep, and just mind is kind of everywhere right now, so that's probably why I'm rambling so much and not staying on topic of anything. I just wanted to get on. I really enjoy, getting on here with you guys. I enjoy talking to you, seeing you guys communicate and everything together. Um, I enjoy talking to you guys in the chat. Um, so, you know, I, I, I do want to apologize though. Be patient. We'll get back to normal soon. I hope you all have a great night and stay safe out there, guys. Please stay healthy. We appreciate all of you and we really enjoy getting to talk to you. So please do your best to stay safe and stay healthy. And as always, until the next video, I'm out.